Hey guys, I'm back again and I have for you today a hashtag read so lit book haul because oh wow, there was so many good recs last month that I mean I have like about a list all the way to China. So I got really antsy and I had to absolutely buy some. So yeah. Now I want to talk about hashtag read so lit last month. It went really well. I just want to thank everybody who participated, all of the great videos that you saw last month that you can still see on the playlist linked below. Fantastic videos. I saw some of them don't have as many views as others. I really encourage you to go and watch them because they are really good and you're going to get more and more recs. So now there's no excuses. Nobody can say shoulda, coulda, woulda, might have, might not have, or whatever. The recs are there, so you can't say that there aren't any recs concerning Black writers. There were masses of them. If you still want to see some that are on Twitter, you just put in hashtag read so lit on Twitter or hashtag read so lit on Instagram and you will get masses of recs. Now, what I found really interesting was that there were a lot of people that joined in on the photo challenge that don't know that much about BookTube, and that really made me happy because that showed that there are people out there that are interested in reading books by Black authors. And as far as BookTube, well, some people participated, some people didn't participate. That's okay. You know, you're not obligated to, but if you ever need recs, you know now where to go. Hashtag read so lit on Twitter and on Instagram, or watch the playlist below. Now, let's get started on the book haul. Lord. This is all Denise D. Cooper's fault, okay? Now, if you did not watch Denise D. Cooper last month, you have missed out on quite a lot of things. Denise schooled everybody last month with her videos. She did a video every day last month, and they were fantastic. I do urge you to go and look at those. I will link her channel below. You will get recs from her from Black authors, political figures, artists. Fantastic. I really do urge everyone to go over there and look at her videos because you will learn some stuff, okay? So this book haul is partially her fault. I would say majority. Denise, this is your fault, but that's okay. This is payback time, I guess, for you. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is, okay, this is B.B. Moore Campbell's What You Owe Me. Okay, this is a used version that I picked up, but it is a book about a African-American woman and a Jewish woman who get together and they have like a business making makeup and beauty products that are geared towards Black women. And what winds up happening is, out of the blue, the white woman takes off with all of the money and everything and leaves the Black woman high and dry. So that's what this book is about. That's why it's called What You Owe Me. So I'm kind of interested in this because B.B. Moore Campbell, I've only read one book by her. I think it was called Brothers and Sisters, which I really did love. I don't know why I didn't continue on the B.B. Moore Campbell, road, but this is, it's kind of a long one, but I think it should be interesting. Next, from B.B. Moore Campbell, I have Singing in the Comeback Choir. This is another used hardcover edition in pretty good condition. Okay, now this one is about, let's see, it says, forgiveness is the key to the recovery of the soul. It is the lesson that the characters in B.B. Moore Campbell's poignant new novel must learn. Life is good for Maxine McCoy. She is the executive producer of a popular talk show, married to a man she loves and pregnant with their child. Although she faces challenges coming to terms with her husband's past infidelity, attempting to reverse her program's sliding ratings as she looks down on Los Angeles from her hilltop home, Maxine feels satisfied, grateful that she has managed to rise above the limited circumstances of her childhood in a struggling Philadelphia community. Okay, so you get the idea about that one. So yeah, this is like one of those sort of feel good kind of chick look kind of books. So yeah, I'm looking forward to picking that up because it's BB Moore Campbell and I've been ignoring her. Now this next one, now this is also Denise's fault. It's called The Emperor of Ocean Park by Stephen L. Carter. Okay, so yeah, there he is right there, Stephen L. Carter. All right, now this one is like a family saga with a bit of mystery in it. It says, Talgood Garland is a successful law professor, devoted father, and husband of a beautiful and ambitious woman whose future desires may threaten the family he holds so dear. When Talcott's father, Judge Oliver Garland, a disgraced former Supreme Court nominee, is found dead under suspicious circumstances, Talcott wonders if he may have been murdered. Okay, yeah, you know, I mean, who wouldn't want to read that? That sounds really awesome. It's kind of a chunker though, because, you know, the font size is kind of small, but, you know, and it's about, it's over 600 pages. It's like 657 pages. But anyway, yeah, this one, I'm kind of interested in getting into that because I like reading those kind of books with family sagas and things, and you know, I don't usually go to them right away, and when I see some, you know, somebody suggests one that I really like, I have to get on it. Now, this next one is called Black No More, and this is Danielle's fault. Danielle over at OneSmallPaw did her last installment of the African American literature series, and she mentioned this book, Black No More. Okay, and this is by George S. Schuler. And this is a modern library Harlem Renaissance book because her last installment was on the Harlem Renaissance. And the introduction is by Ishmael Reed. So yeah, it's a very short book, but it talks about, it's sort of like the reverse of Black Like Me. It says, what would happen to the race problem in America if Black people turned white? Would everybody be happy? These questions and more are answered hilariously in Black No More. George S. Schuler's satiric romp, Black No More, is the story of Max Disher, a dapper black rogue of an insurance man who, through a scientific transformation process, becomes Matthew Fisher, a white man. Matt dreams up a scam that allows him to become the leader of the Knights of Nordica, a white supremacist group, as well as to marry the white woman who rejected him when he was black. Okay, so yeah, a lot of stuff could be going on with this one. So yeah, that's Danielle's fault. Okay, now back to Denise's fault. Black Wall Street. Okay, now this is an American event in history that I had heard about not through school, but through my family. But I had never really read anything about it, and I had never learned anything about it at school. And when she talked about this book and she held this one up, I knew I had to pick it up because these kind of historical events, you really need to read about them in depth. It's not something that you can talk to someone about 10 minutes like in class. But this is by Hannibal B. Johnson, and this edition is Eakin Press, and it has a lovely cover. And I definitely will be getting to all of these at some point this year because I'm just super curious and super excited. Now this is also Denise's fault. It's called The Healing by Gail Jones. Now this was really a find for me because I had never heard of Gail Jones before. No, I never heard of Gail Jones before. And this book, okay, this is a used copy. And on the back, it's blurred by James Baldwin, Maya Angelou, John Updike. You know, so come on, guys. I mean, that can't be, you know, that can't be wrong. You know, it's got to be right, this one. And basically it said, this is not her first novel. I think this is maybe her second or third novel. And her first novel is called Corregidora, and that one I'm waiting for that to come as well. So I might read Corregidora first and then pick up The Healing. Now it says, Harlan Jane Eagleton is a faith healer traveling by bus to small towns, converting skeptics, restoring minds and bodies. But before that, she was a minor rock star's manager, and before that, a beautician. She's had a fling with her rock star's ex-husband and an Afro-German horse dealer. Along the way, she somehow lost her own husband, a medical anthropologist, now traveling with a medicine woman in Africa. Harlan tells her story from the end backwards, drawing us constantly deeper into her world and the mystery at the heart of her tale, the story of her first healing. So yeah, that sounds pretty interesting as well. Okay, now next I have Hold It Till It Hurts, and that's by T. Geronimo Johnson. And I had heard about T. Geronimo Johnson, but what sparked this was somebody had put this book up for the photo challenge, either on Twitter or Instagram. I can't remember which one it was. And as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to pick it up. And also because I know T. Geronimo Johnson is from New Orleans, and I'm from New Orleans. Oh yeah, here's a picture of him if you don't. Yeah, there's T. Geronimo Johnson right there. Okay, now this one is about two brothers. They both returned from Afghanistan, and their white mother sort of presents them some kind of key to their past in an envelope. And they go off to find out about, you know, their, I guess, biological family. So, yeah, so I picked this one up. And I think this was his first novel. And then I picked up Welcome to Braggsville, which actually I picked up Welcome to Braggsville first because I'd seen this on Amazon and it was getting a lot of, you know, press there and some other places that I usually look. So I immediately picked up this one, and I just think this is a gorgeous cover. Beautiful cover. So this one is about a boy who goes, I guess, to college or something in the West, I guess California, and he tells his friends that in his hometown, some part of the Civil War they reenact, and that it's a big deal in their town, and everybody thinks it's so fantastic. And so him and his friends decide to go back to his hometown and sort of do like some kind of protest against this reenactment of the Civil War. So yeah, that sounds like it could be damned interesting and give a different spin on racism and race relations. So I'm hoping to get to that as well. And the last two, now these are books that I have been interested to read because I think I have seen very little on either of these two authors. So the first one is Carleen Bryce, and this is Children of the Waters. Okay, and this one is, it says, still reeling from the divorce and feeling estranged from her teenage son, Trish Taylor is in the midst of salvaging the remnants of her life when she uncovers a shocking secret. Her sister is alive. For years, Trish believed that her mother and infant sister had died in a car accident, but the truth is that her mother fatally overdosed and that Trish's grandparents put the baby girl up for adoption because her father was black. Okay, so yeah, that's interesting. And her first book, Carleen Bryce's first book, is Orange, Mint, and Honey. So I'm hesitating whether I should just go and read that one first and then read this one. But anyway, we'll see. The next one is The Girl Who Fell from the Sky, and it's by Heidi W. Duro. And this is her first novel. Now, this one, I'm not really sure what it's about, but it says, in the aftermath of a family tragedy, a biracial girl must cope with society's ideas of race and class in this acclaimed novel, winner of the Bellwether Prize for Fiction, addressing issues of social justice. Yeah, this one has got the Bellwether Prize for Fiction, and I think it was a finalist for some other things as well. But I am very much looking forward to reading this one because I've heard only excellent things about this book. So that is all I have for you today for the book haul of #ReadSoLit. I hope you will continue to use #ReadSoLit so that people can find books by Black authors. And I hope that people continue to read Black authors even though it's no longer Black History Month. Okay, bye.